So, the topic of this video is the fear of being seen. And I honestly just want to talk about my whole experience with it because for the majority of my life, I was just so afraid of putting myself in the spotlight and just allowing myself to be judged, to be accepted, and just criticized. Because I was insecure of myself and I was insecure of who I was. And this video honestly goes for people that feel the same way, feel afraid of being themselves, feel afraid and insecure of showing up as themselves and showing up as their genuine selves. And for me, for so long in my life, I just hid myself because I never truly accepted who I was. I never had truly accepted, my most authentic self. And it is such a shame because it's like we are people, we have so much power just within us, we have so much inspiration within us, and we have the power to inspire others just by being who we are. And it's like when you're not showing up as who you are, and this even goes for people that are not being their genuine selves, and they're showing up as what they're consuming in people. They're showing up just as something that they're not. And so it's like it's so important not only to really be who you are and stand in your truth, but to show up for yourself and to express that and to create that. And so for me, it took me so long to really accept who I was, but it's an even harder thing to show who you are and to really just stand in your authenticity and to put that out there because it's scary. And I remember I just always would be so judgmental to other people because I was judgmental to myself. Let's just honestly have the words come in the video. But this video is honestly not only a barrier that I'm breaking off to really show who I am, and I'm trying my hardest to really be my authentic self because it's so hard to be yourself in front of thousands of people. Not even just that, I don't think this video will get a lot of views, and I actually like that because it's comforting in the fact that I can create whatever I want and the fact that people aren't really gonna see it. But just back to the point of the video is that we feel like we have to be something that we're not because other people are going to see us. And so it's so difficult for you to show up as who you are, putting yourself in the spotlight to be judged and criticized by so many different types of people. And for me, it's difficult for me to even accept that and to, accept that and just be able to allow myself to be myself, accepting the fact that I will be judged from it, I will be criticized from it. And so that's a big barrier that you have to break off for yourself. That's a big barrier that you just have to, like I said, break off for yourself. And I really, hope that God can really spread this video to people that need it, because I remember when I was just so afraid of showing up for myself, and I was so afraid of being my authentic self that I used to just look up videos of people that I could find comfort in that felt the same way. And I feel like on social media, a lot of people don't really talk about being afraid of being who you are or being afraid of being seen because it's not really a thing to talk about. And feeling that way and going on social media is just so difficult because it's you see people that are showing the positives of their life, and 9 times out of 10 you're not really going to see someone on social media talking about being afraid of being themselves or being afraid of putting themselves out there because they have a fear of that. They have a fear of, most people don't really have a fear of that if they're posting on social media, but I think that it's so easy to hide yourself, to hide who you are. Ooh. It's so windy today. It's so easy to hide who you are, and I just feel that you have to realize what a waste that you're not giving to the world. We all are people with purpose, and we all have something that we can give to the world and that we can share to the world. And it's such a shame for you to just hide yourself because you're insecure of who you are, because you're insecure of, you know, of your physical appearance or how you look. But there's so much more to life than just that. To the video, there were these kids that had came, and you can hear them play. But anyways, back to what I was saying was just that there's so much more to life than just to focus on how you look or your physical appearance. There's so much more in this world, and it's so a shame because some people will hide themselves because they're insecure of that. But with anything in life, anything that you're fearful of, you have to have the courage to overcome it, because if you don't, you're going to just stay in the same position of life, and you're always going to feel like that. You're always going to be afraid to put yourself in the spotlight because you will always be insecure of who you are until you break down that barrier and until you force yourself to, you know, you force yourself to do the things that make you feel uncomfortable. You will always stay in that same position, and that just goes for anything in life, not just, you know, being afraid of showing up for yourself. So yeah, I really hope that God can spread this video to the souls that need it. And this video was honestly such a breakthrough for me, because I just always was so scared to record myself. I was so scared to, not only that, but just to actually spread it to the world. Like, it's really a hard thing for some people, and I just feel like instead of putting yourself down and shaming yourself for it, just try to take the acts every day to try and overcome those things that are making you feel bad about yourself, or just not letting you really show who you are. Like I said, we all have gifts, we all have purpose in this world, and we all deserve to share it, not only for ourselves, but other people deserve to hear and see the things that we're talented in, and the things that we are gifted in. And so it's so important to really just show that, you know, for the world, because the world deserves to see you, and the world deserves to see the things that you're talented in. And yeah, so I really hope that this video can just help the souls that need it. I hope that everyone has a blessed day.